One day, a young man came to me and asked, "Master, why do I feel empty even after achieving so much?" He had money, he had friends, he had dreams others envied, but inside, he was tired, restless, lost. I smiled and asked him a simple question. When was the last time you sat alone with your own thoughts? Without touching your phone, without chasing something, without running away from yourself? He had no answer. And perhaps, neither do most people today. We live in a world where people are busy every second, yet rarely present. Everyone wants a better future, but nobody notices the life they are losing today. A man spends his youth chasing success, then spends his old age chasing peace. But peace was always available to him in the quiet moments he ignored. When I was younger, I believed life was about reaching somewhere. I thought happiness was waiting at the top of the mountain. So I climbed and climbed and climbed. But when I finally reached the peak, I realized something painful. The mountain had changed, but my mind had not. You see, if your mind is restless in a small room, it will also be restless in a palace. Many people believe their suffering comes from lack of money, relationships, or opportunities. Sometimes their suffering comes from never slowing down long enough to understand themselves. There is an old story about a fisherman. Every morning, he would catch only a few fish and then spend the rest of the day sitting peacefully with his family, watching sunsets, laughing with friends. One day, a businessman asked him, "Why don't you work harder and catch more fish?" The fisherman smiled. "And then what?" The businessman replied, "Then you can make more money, buy bigger boats, become rich, retire early, and finally relax and enjoy life." The fisherman looked at him quietly and said, "But I'm already enjoying life." That is the tragedy of modern life. People sacrifice their health to gain wealth, then sacrifice their wealth to recover their health. They destroy their peace chasing things they do not truly need. And the saddest part is, most realize this only when time has already passed. Listen carefully. Time is not your enemy. Distraction is. A distracted mind can never experience life deeply. You can eat food without tasting it. You can hear someone without listening. You can spend years with people without truly knowing them. That is not living, that is existing. Real life begins the moment you become aware. Aware of your thoughts, aware of your habits, aware of how temporary everything truly is. One day, your favorite song will play for the last time. One day, you will hug someone you love for the last time. One day, you will look at the sky without realizing it may be one of the final times. And this is not meant to scare you. It is meant to wake you up. Because when you understand that life is temporary, you finally learn how precious each moment is. Do not wait for pain to teach you how valuable peace is. Do not wait for loss to remind you to love people deeply. Do not wait for old age to begin living wisely. Sit with yourself sometimes. Walk without headphones. Eat without scrolling. Watch the sunset without taking a photo. Life becomes beautiful when you stop trying to capture every moment and start experiencing it. At the monastery, I once asked an old monk, "What is the meaning of a successful life?" He smiled gently and said, "To sleep peacefully, to wake up gratefully, to harm no one, and to leave this world with a calm heart." Since that day, I stopped chasing a perfect life and started appreciating the ordinary one I already had. So tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself, am I truly living or merely rushing through life? And if this message touched your heart, remember, a peaceful mind is the greatest wealth you will ever own.